Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So seeing as 2019 is about to come to an end, I thought I would do a video of the top 10 most memorable MSP events of 2019. I flicked through my YouTube videos from the last year to find these. Obviously there's probably some I have missed out, so if you can think of any more, feel free to comment them down below. Although it might not seem like it, 2019 was actually a very big year for MSP, as they changed some things they probably have never changed in the whole history of the game. Anyway, let's get into the video. Do you guys remember all of these events? Early 2019 there was this whole thing going on where Pixie, Rxti and a lot of high levels would appear in chat rooms, despite them not even actually being online. It was all down to like a hack/glitch where people could transform into others and make them appear in a chat room, and not only that, they could actually control that user and make them walk about. I have a YouTube video on this. Like, I was in a chat room, but one of my friends called Fridge made Pixie, Zach, Holly and so many other users appear in the chat room and actually made my avatar walk about the chat room without me actually moving it. It was actually kind of crazy, but this literally happened so often at the beginning of 2019. Since I started playing MSP in 2014, MSP never changed their chat room backgrounds. I don't know about before 2014, obviously I never played then. But in February this year, MSP actually revealed to me that they would be changing the mall background and the beach background. They did leak this information in an email to me, and then a couple of days later Luke's MSP actually got the leaked footage of what the background would look like. So finally, after at least 5 years, MSP updated 2 of their main chat rooms. It might not seem like a lot, but when this change was made, we literally had months of absolutely no updates on MSP. So people were actually happy MSP finally made some update after many months of nothing. In 2018, MSP created the whole exclusive drip collection. The super expensive drippy collection ended with the drip diamond pack, which I think was released in December 2018. It had a drip hair, drip dress, drip cube thingy, the drip pet and the drip shoes. You would have thought this was the end of the whole super expensive exclusive MSP collection until 9 months ago, when MSP released this brand new Pixlr top, which ended up being even more expensive than the drip collection, with the most expensive item costing 75,000 star coins. I think I warmed up to the drip items, but I'm still not a fan of the Pixlr items. I guess I'm waiting on the Pixlr diamond pack to be coming, so then MSP can start their whole next super expensive collection. I'm kind of excited to see what that will be. I hope it's better than the Pixlr collection, to be honest. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think MSP colours have ever been changed since MSP first created the game. However, in 2019, MSP finally created a whole new range of colours. You could see this in the video here, where they've got the mobile section and the news section. That was the first update, and then I think it was a couple of weeks later MSP finally created this whole section over here where you can create any colour you like, which basically meant no more rare colours. I'm not gonna lie, I was super excited seeing this update, thinking I would actually use it a lot, but since it's come, I think I've used it once, maybe twice, but no more than that. I swear it's too much effort. Does anybody else actually use that? It's obviously one of the biggest changes that came in 2019, and probably one of the best ones too. I'm not 100% certain, but I think the last time MSP updated their starter clothes was in 2015 when Pixie and Rxti were introduced to the game. However, in 2019 MSP once again updated their starter items from when you create a movie star. We were due a change like this because it had been 4 years since MSP had updated their starter items, but a lot of people weren't happy with this because a lot of these clothes were quite popular on MSP and people had actually spent star coins on them for them suddenly to become free. But that doesn't change the fact that it was one of the biggest changes that came to MSP in 2019. Another thing that changed this year was the whole new MSP landing page. No denying, it gave MSP a whole new modernized look, as you can see by the avatars. They didn't have Pixie Star and Zack Sky representing MSP anymore. This obviously was created due to downloadable MSP. Now, you've probably been hearing for the last 2 or 3 years that Flash Player is going to end in 2020, which means most Flash games need to be updated. Well, all Flash games really. And MSP runs on Flash, as you guys probably know, which means MSP would need to make a big change for it to continue working in 2020 when Flash ends. Therefore, MSP decided to make the game downloadable so it no longer requires Flash to run. Now currently it's only available on Windows. It works exactly the same as the desktop version, except that it's like a little app that is saved on your desktop. You just double click on it and it opens it up. This was MSP's solution to make sure MSP still exists once Flash ends. It is obviously one of the biggest things that happened in 2019 for MSP, and it shows that MSP is not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. Did that make sense? I hope so. Now, this might not seem like a big thing, but it was actually quite big in my opinion. Over the last few years, MSP have progressively added more rare weeks each year. I think for the last 2 years we've been getting 3 rare weeks each year. Prior to that, I think we've been getting 2 each year, and then before that we only used to get 1 rare week. Obviously, you would have thought the way it's been going for the last few years that MSP are going to start giving us more and more rare weeks each year. However, this year we only got the 1. I am super glad they did this because of the amount of rare weeks we've been getting over the last few years. So many ultras have been ruined. At least this way rares kind of still remain rares. Maybe eventually they will regain their value. Let's hope anyway. Now, I don't think this has ever been done in the history of MSP, but finally in 2019 MSP had a massive clear out where they deleted thousands and thousands of old unused MSP accounts. It is very hard, almost impossible to find old accounts on MSP, unless obviously they are active users. In the past, whenever you would search for a common name, them accounts would always be taken by an old user. Obviously MSP has existed since 2009, so you would have thought people with them names would have actually made an account with their name. However, now if you search for any common name, either the account does not exist or the usernames are taken by new users. It is very hard, almost impossible to find an account that is old and unused because MSP did go ahead and delete them all. In a way it is good because it freed up so many usernames, but then it's also kind of sad because it kind of removes a whole chunk of MSP's history. But then when people found out, they kind of went crazy and took over all the usernames anyway, so we're kind of back where we started. Last but not least, the biggest change to come to Movie Star Planet in 2019 is the creation of Movie Star Planet 2. In October 2019, MSP started dropping hints about something new coming to MSP, which eventually was revealed to be Movie Star Planet 2, a brand new MSP game. There was so much hype around this, and eventually MSP picked quite a few users to actually become beta testers for the game. If you don't know what MSP2 is by now, there's tons of videos on YouTube about this, so feel free to check it out. I'm not going to go into it, but it's basically a brand new game. It's the more social version of normal MSP. You'll know once you see the videos on it. But I'm assuming that's what the future of MSP is going to be focused towards. But yeah, those were the top 10 most memorable events that happened on MSP in 2019. Are there any more you guys can think of? Because I'm sure I've missed some stuff out. I haven't actually been as active this year as I normally am. So yeah, feel free to comment anything I have missed down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye!